All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breathwork class. My name is Brian and I'm delighted and excited to be here with you this morning for this very vigorous class. We're going to move a little bit today. We're going to breathe hard and steady. We're going to move our bodies a little bit, generating some heat and engaging ourselves. And then we'll come into a twist and a nice long integrated rest. As always, remember our first guiding principle, support precedes action. And so ensure that you have all of your supports that you need for your practice today: blocks, straps, bolsters, blankets, eye shades, tissues, clear your passageways. We're going to breathe. Anything you need that will help you in your practice. Secondarily, remember that it is your practice. So this is just suggestions, invitations, offers from over here. The only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. The rest is just options. And so modify at any time, come out of anything at any time, particularly with the breath work. Do not overdo it. There is no exertion here. We're not trying to overdo anything. A tendency with the breath, especially with the activating breaths, to get a little overexertion. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to be calm, steady, focused on the breath, and moving within your own body. So please stop as you need to, adjust as you need to, alternate. And remember that your breath will be different than mine and everyone else's. So find your own rhythm, find your own pace. Okay, so enough. Let's land. Let's raise some gratitude. Let's set an intention and then let's get to it. So find yourself in a supported posture, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you're in a chair with your feet on the floor. Maybe you're on a cushion or a mat. Maybe you're lying on your back with your legs up the wall. However you are, wherever you are, take a moment to come into yourself. Come into this place and come into this space. Come into the present moment by coming into the body. And we come into the body by coming into the breath. Find your inhalation as it appears underneath your nasal passages and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhalation all the way in. No stress, no strain, no overexertion. Just observe where the breath goes into your body. And observe as the breath leaves your body. And as you're holding your awareness on the observation of your inhale and your exhale, begin to expand your awareness to include the physical sensations that occur on your inhale. What do you notice? What do you feel? Do you feel the presence of the life force, the prana, the immanence of the present moment that comes with the inhalation? What do you feel on the exhale? Do you feel the release and the relief that comes from letting go, releasing that which no longer needed, no longer serves? Just notice for yourself what it is like to just be present with the breath. And then on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space and allow to arise in your heart space gratitude, any one thing for which you are grateful today. And maybe for you today, it's just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever that is that arises when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye. And if you choose, I invite you to anchor your gratitude right there in your heart space and keep it there throughout the practice. And then finally, if you choose, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today, perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhale, or to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space. And whatever your intention is for your practice, take a moment now to state it to yourself. Hear yourself clearly in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listen as the echoes of your intention reverberate in your being. And taking a full inhale on the exhale, if you choose to, drop your chin towards your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say, Namo, Namaste. And lift the chin, release the hands. Namo means I bow to the creative consciousness, to the divine. And Namaste means I bow to that piece of that creative consciousness, that piece of the divine that lives in me and in you. And so with that, let us begin. We're going to begin with a breath practice here. We're going to begin with an activating breath. We're going to get ourselves energized and alive and enlivened and present. And we're going to do that with a breath of fire. Breath of fire is an in and out through the nostrils, utilizing the diaphragm. On the exhale, we pull back and down on the diaphragm. So we pull the belly button back toward the spine. And when we release the diaphragm, the inhale will come just from the change in air pressure. Now, remember, even though we're emphasizing the exhale, the inhale and the exhale are equal length, duration, intensity, volume. So when you feel you're getting out of that equilibrium, stop. There's no overexertion there. Even though we're using the diaphragm, we're not like when you find yourself rocking in your body or something, you're working way too hard. It's just a simple. Now, if you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, please do not pump the diaphragm. Just do a long, deep breath, full inhale, complete exhale. You can keep your hands on your knees, thumb and forefinger lightly touching, or if you like, you can bring your hands to prayer at the chest, or if you like, you can bring your hands to your third eye, resting the thumb like that against the third eye. That's how I'll be doing this, but we're just going to be here literally for a minute. And so we'll see how that goes and get ourselves organized here. All right, so let's take a cleansing breath to prepare. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. And then find your mudra, find your center, bring yourself here into this place. Take a full inhalation to begin. And then begin your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Find your rhythm, find your flow, find your presence. Body is very still. Awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrowed. 20 more seconds. Take a full inhale. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, come to the center, be very still. And exhale, release your hands if they're not on your knees already, and go ahead and bring your hands to your knees, palms up, bring your thumb and forefinger together. Be very still. Notice what shifted. 1 minute of practice. Notice your own experience. Notice what you feel. Take a full inhale here. A complete exhale. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. We're going to begin some seated cat-cow. And so hands will be at the shins. The pelvic bowl will tilt. The heart will come forward. The lower spine will arch, maybe a little bit, maybe not moving much at all. It's a very subtle movement here. So we're rocking or tilting forward on the pelvic bowl, doing the lower spine begin to arch a little bit, the heart. That's the inhale. On the exhale, we round the spine, release the chin toward the chest, tilt the pelvic bowl so the hips roll under. That's the movement. Inhale, arching, lifting, exhale, rounding. Now, if you like, you can add the hand movement. So it is a two-part movement here. So the hands will come up the thighs on the inhale and down the thighs on the exhale. The inhale is through the nose, the exhale is through the mouth. And we're literally just going to be here for 2 minutes. So take a cleansing breath to prepare. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. And begin. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. If you're using the arms, the hands just slide halfway up the thigh on the first inhale, halfway the rest of the way on the second inhale, halfway down the thigh on the first exhale, and continuing. Otherwise, your hands are on your shins, and you're just arching and rounding with your breath. And again, you're finding your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And again, even though we're doing a activating, vigorous breath, there's no extra effort here. No overexertion. We work to do the practice without any extra effort. We're just simply calm, steady, focused on the breath, and moving within our own body. Arching and rounding. Inhaling and exhaling. 30 more seconds. Inhale fully. Again, gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, and the heart. Relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin, bringing everything to the center of your being very still. Very calm, very steady, very still here. And exhale, release, hands to the knees, thumb and forefinger together. Let everything settle and notice your experience again. Notice where you feel energized. Notice where you feel yourself come present. And see if you can move into stillness. Find stillness here. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. All right. We've been sitting for a minute, so you may want to switch the cross of your legs or adjust your posture so you be supported. We have one more breath here we're going to do. Very simple breath. And then again, we're going to come back into our breath of fire here, but this time we're going to add the arms. The arms are going to extend from the shoulders, shoulder height, palms facing forward. And we're just going to make little circles. Rotating the arms backwards. Palms remain facing forward. So the arms stay forward facing like that. That is the movement. The breath will be, as we did in the first one, a breath of fire. And so we're only going to be here for, again, a minute. So let's take a cleansing breath to prepare. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale to prepare. And begin. Eyes can be closed, focused at the third eye, or narrowed. So look just beyond the tip of your nose that something's not moving just beyond the tip of your nose. And don't overthink this, don't overanalyze this. A lot of people get confused. They're trying to align the rhythm of the hands with the rhythm of the breath, and then they get all discombobulated. Don't overthink, don't overanalyze. Just breathe and move. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath in your practice. Just be in yourself here. Find yourself here. 15 more seconds. Inhale, extend the arms out, turn the palms up, lengthen as if you could touch the walls on either side of your room there. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, pelvic bowl, the heart, tucking the chin, being very still. Turn the palms down and exhale gently. Just bring your hands down through the sides of your body and then bring the hands to the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together, and just allow yourself to be still. Let everything settle here. Let the breath return to whatever is normal for you at this point. Let yourself just be centered, calm, focused on the breath, allowing the breath to come and go without any shaping here. Notice. Take a full inhale, a complete exhale. Full inhalation, complete exhale. Inhale here. And as you exhale, come around to your mat, come on your back. We're going to move a little bit in the body. Now we've got ourselves energized and present. We're going to take advantage of that energetic presence to move our bodies a little bit. So let's come down onto our back and just find this posture first. Feel into the supports along the backside of the body. Press through the heels. Bring the heels and toes together. Take the arms overhead. Inhale. Hook the thumbs and lengthen through the fingertips while pressing through the heels. Flex the toes back toward the face. Feel the full backside of your body on your mat. Breathe in. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Relax the toes to neutral. Switch the interlock of your thumb. Inhale here, long through the fingertips, and press the toes away from your face. Feeling that length along the top side of your body. Full inhale here. Exhale, release the toes to neutral. Bring the hands down by the sides, palms down. Bring the knees in toward the chest. Now, you might want to reach up this first time and just grab below the knees and squeeze a little bit. Feel a little release in the back of the lower back, perhaps. But then bring your hands down by your hips for support here. If you need additional support, you can bring the thumbs underneath the sits bones or bring the back of the palms underneath the SI joint. That's the top of the buttocks. We're just going to do a simple apanasana. So when we inhale here, we take the feet, heels and toes together. Take the feet and knees away from the face. At the end of the inhale, the toes might just be hovering above the mat. And on the exhale, we bring the knees back in toward the chest. Very simple, very gentle movement. Inhale, knees away. Exhale, knees in. We're just aligning breath with movement. This is a simple way to find the engagement and connection between the breath and the movement. So maybe tighten a little bit at the back of the throat. Find your ocean breath, your ujjayi breath, your victorious breath. So when you tighten the glottis at the back of the throat, you begin to hear the sound of the inhale in the nostrils and the exhale in the nostrils. And it sounds a little bit like the ocean, hence ocean breath. And you inhale. Sounds like the waves coming in, and as you exhale, might sound like the waves going out. It might not, but you might hear yourself, and you can begin to use that rhythm to align your movement. We're gonna do a couple more here. On your next exhale, bring the knees in, reach up and squeeze, and then maybe a little rock side to side, just to find that relief. Okay. All right. Now, bring your hands down alongside you. And then on your inhale, just extend one leg long. Now, at whatever the level of your foot above the mat will indicate how intense this will be. The most support, the foot will just be up and you'll press up toward the ceiling. Then you'll feel the whole spine supporting you. Now, if you take the foot and extend it towards maybe where the crease between your ceiling and your wall is, then you'll find that that might be a little more engagement through the glutes and the hamstrings and quads, the hip flexors and the core. If you bring it your foot so it's about halfway down your wall, you might find that that's even a little bit more. And then if you're just hovering the foot just above the mat, you may notice a very much difference there. And that's the movement. So we're going to inhale the leg out and then exhale, bring the knee in, and then we're going to switch. The opposite leg will go on the next inhale. So we're just pistoning the legs. Now find your height and where you need to be supported. Whatever your height is, ensure that your lower spine is not arching off the mat. So you want to press into that lower spine, keeping the lower spine down on the mat for support. So if you put your feet up toward the ceiling, you'll find that most support. And then find your place. We're just going to be here for a little bit. So just warming up core, hip flexors, hamstrings, quads, glutes. QL, just being engaged here. Yes, indeed. Inhaling out, exhaling back. Getting ready for this. Okay. Inhale both legs out. And exhale, just release the feet, let the toes fall up and turn the palms up and take a full inhale down into the belly. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Roll to your belly either direction. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Let the tops of the feet extend toward the bottom of your mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, thumb at the breast line. Elbows coming down toward your hips behind you. And your chin, nose, or forehead comes to the mat. On the inhale, we're going to simply press into the tops of the feet, feel the knees engage, and lengthen through the crown. As you lengthen through the crown, you may feel the chin lift off the mat. You may feel the heart come forward. Maybe a little pressure in your hands, maybe not. Your choice here. The hands are just guiding and supporting here. Breathing in, cobra. And exhale, lower down. We're just going to do a couple dynamic cobras here. Inhale, crown gets long, heart comes forward. Exhale, release down. Inhale, your rhythm. Exhale, your pace. Inhale, your breath. Exhale, your practice. You can experiment with the amount of pressure or weight you're putting into your hands. Maybe you pick up your hands entirely. Working the core and the lower back here. One more time. Inhale up and hold. The breath does not be held. The posture is held. So you're breathing here, but the body stays lifted. And notice how you might rock a little bit in your breath as the diaphragm moves. Just be still, full inhale. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes. Press into the ball of the foot. Press into the palm and the fingertips. Press yourself up to a plank. And then drop your knees and press your hips back toward your heels, coming into your extended child's pose. Releasing the lower back. If you like, take a moment here, bring your hands back by your feet, palms up, full child's pose. Release the shoulders. Mm. Take a breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. This is your wisdom pose. Wonderful place to come back to at any point. On the inhale, take the hands long, extended child's. On the exhale, bring the hips forward, curl the toes, and lift the hips toward the ceiling and then back toward the wall behind you, pressing into the fingertips and the heel of the palm, getting long through the arms, relaxing the head. The crown falls toward the mat. Heels drop toward the bottom of your mat. This is your down dog. Take a moment here to breathe. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhaling here, exhaling here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, walk the feet forward between the hands. Little baby steps, come into a forward fold. Take a moment in forward fold to release your hands. Maybe grab your opposite elbow. Feel that bracing, supporting you. Notice how the weight falls forward. So press back and up through the hips so that the weight balances in the heels. Release the head. Take a breath here. Let the arms go if you're holding the elbows. Maybe bring the hands to the shins. Support yourself. Inhale. Press into the shins. Straighten the arms. Bring the back parallel to the back. Flat back. Breathe behind the heart. Exhale. Release the head. Release the hands. Forward fold. Inhale. Bend the knees. Slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. As the torso comes upright, the shoulders will roll up and down. The hands will release. Chin tucks. Head rests atop the spine. You'll feel that blood flow reverse from the head now down to the heart. Move your hips as if they're coming a little bit to the front of your mat. Move the back of your palms as if they're coming a little bit to the back of the mat. Find your mountain. This is your mountain posture. Now we're going to work in our legs today. So let's take the first step is to inhale. Take the arms high. Maybe your palms come together. Maybe you look up and see your thumbs. Maybe not. Biceps frame the ears. Lengthen here. Get long. Full inhalation. Exhale. Release the hands down to prayer. Inhale. Take the arms high. Exhale. Hinge at the hips and fold forward. Come into your forward fold. Release the head. Release the hands. Inhale to your flat back. Bracing on your shins if you like. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gather as you go through tall mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Now inhale, take the arms high. On the exhale, bring the hands to prayer or to the waist or to the thighs, wherever you need your support as you sink the hips down like you're sitting down into a chair. This is your chair pose. So your hands can be supported on your thighs, on your waist, at your chest. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhale here, see if you can straighten the spine a little bit. Look down and see your toes in front of your knees. Adjust if you need to. Exhale, straighten the legs, lift the hips, release the head, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gather as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now we're going to add a chair on either end here. So inhale here. As you exhale, sink into your chair. As you inhale, straighten your spine. As you exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink the hips, bring the hands to prayer at the chest. In your chair. Exhale, sinking. Inhale, straighten the legs, take the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Take a breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. One more time, inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer as you sink into your chair. Inhale, straighten the spine, sink the hips. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the hands to prayer, sink the hips, come into your chair. Exhale, straighten the spine, sink a little deeper. Inhale, take the arms high. Straighten the legs. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Take a breath here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale the hands high. Exhale, hands to prayer. Sink into your chair. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Forward fold. Now pay attention here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back to a lunge. Step the left foot back to join it. Inhale to a plank. Exhale. We'll stay here in plank. Inhale. Check your plank. Press through the heels, lengthen through the crown. Steady and sure. Exhale. Drop the knees, chest, and chin. Come all the way down to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale. Press and lift the crown. Find your cobra. Exhale. Lower down. Curl the toes of the feet. Inhale. Press back to plank. Exhale, lift the hips, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhale here. Complete exhale here. Inhaling here. Exhale here. Down dog's our home page. We're going to spend a moment here. One more breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. As you inhale, look up between the hands. As you exhale, step the right foot forward and bring the left foot to join it. Forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sink the hips, bring the hands to prayer, come into your chair. Exhale, straighten the spine, sink a little deeper. Inhale, rise up, straighten the legs, tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, hands to prayer, sink into your chair. Inhale, straighten the spine, sink a little deeper. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Left foot back to a lunge, right foot back to join it. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, come cobra, or maybe up dog. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes of the feet. Inhale, press to plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot joins it, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink the hips, bring the hands to prayer, find your chair. Exhale, straighten the spine, sink a little deeper. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer at the chest. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. All right, we're going to add a twist here. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hands to prayer, sink into your chair. Inhale, straighten the spine, sink a little deeper perhaps. Exhale, rotate your torso to the left, bringing your right elbow to your left thigh or outside your left thigh. Pressing the palms at the chest. Now notice that right knee wants to slide forward, so keep the knees parallel. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Right foot back to a lunge, left foot back to join it. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes of the feet. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, press back, downward dog, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward, left foot joins it, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink the hips, bring the hands to prayer, find your chair. Exhale, straighten the spine, get a little deeper. Inhale here, get long through the crown. Exhale, rotate your torso, your abdomen to the right, bringing the left elbow outside the right thigh or to the right knee. Press the palms at the chest, keep the knees aligned, breathe. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here, come back to center. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Come all the way up through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. And then let the hands come down by the hips. Turn the palms forward. Take a breath, let everything settle. Sigh it out if you need to. Check in with your gratitude. See if it's still anchored in your heart space. Check in with your intention. See how you're doing against that intention. Full inhale here. We've got one more dynamic movement here. So I'm going to grab my bolster to show support. You can use a chair or a bolster. We're going to do our frog poses, which is a squat posture. And it may be that your squat, you need the support or want the support of your chair or your bolster. Your hips are only going to drop a little. Maybe that's your squat, and that's absolutely okay. Maybe you want to be a little deeper. And that's okay also. Maybe you have a little bit more depth. Maybe you have a block you can use. Finding your place. The toes are out at an angle. Heels are together. Now we forward fold and bring the hands underneath and slightly in front of the shoulders. Now we're putting about 20 to 30% of our weight in our hands. We're supporting ourselves with our fingertips here with our hands. The inhale posture. The hips go high. The crown releases. The forehead comes toward the shins. This is the inhale. On the exhale, we straighten the spine, drop the hips, and come into our squat, whatever place your squat is. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the hips, press, release the head. Exhale, squat, straightening the spine, lifting the crown. Find your rhythm. Let me get my timer here so we don't overdo anything. We're going to just do literally a minute of this. So let's come to our inhale posture. Take a full inhale, cleansing breath, full inhalation. And let that go side out. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, begin. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhaling up. Exhale, drop the hips, straighten the spine. Try to let that crown come high and the spine gets straight on that exhale. Wherever your hips drop to, whatever is right for you. Supported, working in the breath, being in your practice. Almost there. Inhale up. Turn your toes in toward each other. Take your thumb and your pointer and forefinger and wrap them around the inside of your big toe. Take your thumb to the outside of your big toe. Hold your big toes here as you fold forward and release your forehead toward your shins, your crown toward the mat. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Release the toes. And then gently bring yourself down onto your back, on your mat, preparing for your guided rest. Release completely onto your mat. Feel the full back side of your body being supported. Let your toes fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Extend through your crown. And imagine you could pull down on your side ribs so that you feel your lower spine on the mat. Feel yourself fully supported here. Let go. Big belly breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Letting go of everything on the exhale. And then just allow the breath to come and go. Release any shaping of the breath. Feel the full backside of your body being supported on the mat. And then let go. Release any shaping of your body. Check in with your mind. And then release any shaping of your mind. Just allow yourself to be here. This is your rest. Take a moment to provide yourself with any additional support that you may want in this posture. So maybe you have a eye cloth or a blanket or a shawl or a bolster, anything that might provide you maybe 1% more support here. Avail yourself of that as you release into rest. Let go. Let go of everything. Let go completely. Just allow yourself to be where you are in your practice. Allow yourself to be supported. Feel gravity holding you in the security and comfort of your own space on your mat. Allow yourself to be. Going out of any analysis and any conversation and especially any criticism. Just allow yourself to be just as you are right here. You're done, be done. And just allow the breath to come and the breath to go without any need to be anything other than what you are, where you are, how you are, just now, in this space, in this place. Perfectly imperfect in your own being, steady and sure, focused on the breath and resting in your body. Allow a sense of stillness that may exist behind your breathing, behind your machinations of the mind, behind the beating of your heart, behind the circulation of your fluids, behind the senses. Perhaps you have a glimpse of an awareness of a sense of presence and stillness that exists under, around, through, and within all. Align with that. Be still. Rest. This is our integration, our healing. The effort of the practice now gets absorbed into the cells, and the intelligence that lies deep within us begins to awaken and avail itself of this rest. From that place, we heal. If perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing, and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breathing. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin to reacclimate to your body, perhaps wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe rotating your ankles and your wrists. Continuing to reacclimate and reawaken your body. On your next inhale, I invite you to bring your knees toward the ceiling and your heels toward your hips, and to extend your right arm alongside your head so that your bicep frames your ear. Taking a moment here in this posture to prepare. When you are ready, and only when you are ready, gently roll to your right side, using that right arm to cradle your head and neck. Take a moment here on your right side to prepare to be upright again. And as you are prepared, and only as you are prepared, I invite you to bring your left arm in front of your torso and gently use your left hand to leverage yourself back to a seated posture. Take a moment here in your seated posture to reacclimate to being upright, to reconnect with yourself, to refocus on your breath, and to bring your hands once again to prayer at your heart, bringing awareness in your heart space and allowing to arise in your heart space, perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful today. And as you rest and witness yourself resting in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I encourage and invite and suggest that you please take the tools of your practice, the benefits of your practice, the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you go off your mat today, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day. Mm.